Hello and welcome, my Libra friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be my weekly group reading for my Libra friends. Now this is something new I'm trying. I've been doing card of the day for quite some time where I pull one card each day and talk about it. I'm finding that's not as useful as a more comprehensive reading for the week would be. So what we're going to try out is doing some weekly readings for my friends and seeing how those go for a bit. So today what we're going to explore is what you can expect from the week of January 5th through the 11th, what obstacles you're going to face, tools that will help you get through the week, and of course, those blessings. The decks I'm using for this reading are the Tarot Draconis and the Dragon Oracle. Like always, I've put links below to both these fantastic Dragontastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Libra friends, let's see what the cards have to say today. What can my Libra friends expect from the week of January 5th through the 11th? It's a beautiful card. Kuan Yin's Pink Dragon brings firm love that respects your karmic balance. So that balance piece sticks out. This week is going to be about that balance piece. Bringing in balance so that your karma record starts to kind of dwindle a bit. What you put out is what you get back. Well, karmic law, it starts to hold and it'll start to send you pieces. What we want to do is kind of clear out our lower vibrational karmic energy, and how we're going to do that is really radiate that higher vibrational energy. It will really drown out those low vibrational energies that karma's holding. Alright, let's see what we can find out about this week. What card represents the week of January 5th through the 11th for my Libra friends? That's the Six of Swords. Sixes are about harmony and balance. Swords are about truth and knowledge. It's going to be about critical thinking and reflecting in on your past experiences and what you've put out there and how you can shift it. The six, like I said before, that harmony, that balance. We need to start to balance out our karmic debt and then also our lives, bringing in that higher vibrational energy to help support us in living in more in line with our higher purpose. All right, let's look at this week a little bit more. What does the beginning of the week look like for my Libra friends? Okay, I have a couple jumpers. The first one, the Emperor, the fourth card in the Major Arcana. He talks about stability and structure, that very masculine foundational support. And with him, jump the Queen of Cups, that feminine, intuitive energy. Again, we have balance, that masculine and feminine. We need that nurturing, intuitive side to balance out that masculine, cognitive, structural side. And you're going to find that your intuition can really help bring about that Emperor's support and stability. When we focus in on our masculine and feminine sides, we start to again bring that balance into play again. Balance is going to be your word of the week, if you will, my Libra friends. Let's look at the middle of the week. What can my Libra friends expect for the middle of the week? the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a rest card. Fours are all about that foundation, that stability. Swords about truth and knowledge. The Four of Swords talks about rest and rejuvenation. And that's going to be an important part of this balance. That energy balance. Sometimes we have to focus in on the external, and sometimes we have to focus in on that internal piece. We have a very powerful queen here, balancing out that frontal lobe, if you will, those two halves. Taking time and really allowing yourself to rejuvenate, to meditate. Is meditation in itself. We've scientifically proven how meditation can align and bring both spheres of your brain, both sides of your brain, into attunement so that you're firing from both sides. You're working with both sides of your brain. Those type of pieces are going to be important for you as you go throughout this week. Focusing in not only on that balance piece, but balancing yourself out. Nurturing yourself, because that's not something we do on a regular basis. Giving ourselves time and energy to focus in on us. So not only do we feel that strength and stability, but we have more energy. When you give yourself some downtime, your energy stores replenish, and we have that energy to take on those next pieces, those next tasks. I have cards jumping out already. The cards have lots to say for you today, Libra. Sorry. Half the deck is on the table now. What can my Libra friends expect at the end of the week? Okay. We got a number of jumpers, my friends. The first one, the Two of Wands. Like I said, you're going to rejuvenate your energies. Your energy stores. Wands are about that inner fire, that drive, your solar plexus. And you're going to find that with a balanced system, including that energy flow into our chakras, you're going to have that fire really push forward and help move you forward. That excitement will ignite within you. Then we had the Ace of Pentacles. That grounding, earthy energy that's going to help stabilize that too, so that the fire will not consume you. However, will help you really embrace those exciting pieces to come. The end of the week, you're going to find that you're going to get a lot of ideas, a lot of creative pieces falling into place. Some of it's going to be a little bit overpowering, and you're going to need to write some of it down so you're not going to lose or miss anything. Then we had the Page of Wands. Like I said, we've ignited your solar plexus. Pages are that childlike energy that's full of play and excitement. Really, you're going to start out with that kind of balancing energy, and you're going to end the week off with a bang. That explosion's going to happen. That rest and rejuvenation is going to help build up that energy, so like I said before, so that you can really embrace that next piece. And that next piece comes at the end of the week. The more you're able to have fun and embrace this energy, the more you're going to get out of it. And finally, the Three of Cups. That triple aspect. That community, that support. Some of you who have been feeling a little bit isolated may find new avenues for connection, or people who you haven't connected with in a while are going to be suddenly attracted to you again, because we're raising our vibration here. We raise our vibration, we attract people to us. That supportive, positive community is going to help with this next piece. Our fire is exploding at the end of the week. It's going to be something for that future piece, whether it be next week or the week after. We're looking at that energy being sent and directed somewhere. That positive community will help us. Now we do have multiple numbers here. We've got the 4s in angel messages. When you've got that multiple 4, the angels are telling you that this is a time to focus in on grounding and building that foundation. We also have an interesting aspect here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. That counting piece is significant in those little steps. A little rest and rejuvenation sparks a fire, sparks that excitement, sparks that fun, and you start to see yourself moving slowly into the direction you need to. Abrupt change can be hard. We can't sustain or maintain it. That's why so many people are not successful with New Year's resolutions, especially the dramatic change ones. Most of us fall off the wagon. However, you make small little changes, that's when you start to see some evolution happening, that transformation happening. Because avoiding one piece or skipping one sweet snack isn't a big deal in the day. However, making one small step is maintainable because you put a ripple in your transformation. Small pieces are easier to maintain than large ones. All right, let's look at the obstacles. What is the, surprising, we got more jumpers. What is the main challenge of the week of January 5th through the 11th for my Libra friends? And that's the Empress, the 3rd card in the Major Arcana. She talks about growth and abundance. Your ego is going to scream at some of these changes you're doing. They're not going to be much. However, especially at the end of the week, your ego is going to explode and dig its heels in. Your ego will try and push you into making changes and modifications and focusing in on those different aspects of your life that are not important right now. Your ego is going to pick up on the one thing that's going to cause you to pause, and that's your abundance. When we feel that that's in jeopardy, or we don't feel that we are creating that abundance in our lives, especially when you're looking at that rest, many of us are taught at a young age that you have to work hard and that you don't stop until you've achieved your goal. That rest and rejuvenation, like I said, will refuel us. Your ego is going to step in and say, oh, hell no. No, we need to keep going. We need to keep working. This isn't a time for a rest. We don't take a nap. That rest and rejuvenation will be key. So your ego is going to really throw that in place for you, trying to get you to keep working when you should be focusing in on you rather than that physical piece. Now we do have a couple of 3s. We've got the Empress and the 3 of Cups. In angel messages, when you see that multiple 3, something close to your heart needs to be expressed. We're going to see that expression really explode near the end of the week, where we can connect into those positive, supportive community. That positive, supportive community will help us come into tune and tap into what it is we need to express. Okay, again, jumpers. When the cards jump out like that, people sometimes worry about shuffling. It's your guides and guardians, those higher vibrational beings that are stepping in and saying, these are the cards you need. So it's actually a clearer representation of what the reading should look like. What obstacle will my Libra friends face at the beginning of the week? Okay, so we have a number of jumpers. The first one, the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is a reminiscing card. Like I said before, sixes are about harmony and balance. The Six of Cups talks about going back and reflecting and remembering the past. What the obstacle this week is going to be is that you're going to get stuck in that reflecting piece. We know that we want to kind of look at that past karmic signature. Well, it's really easy to get stuck in the good old days. So making sure that we keep that balance and be mindful of how long we are reflecting in or stopping in on situations that are just to feed our happiness and joy rather than that task at hand. Then we have the sixth card in the Major Arcana, the Lovers. That relationship piece is going to come into play. We know that there's positive, supportive communities going to be important for us at the end of the week. However, those loved ones, our significant other, and in some situations, that search for the significant other or soulmate is going to come up. We're going to want to focus in on it because we don't really like to stay in those past hard feelings, those situations that may be embarrassing or hard to deal with. So we try to avoid focusing in on partner, trying to connect in with others, looking at that relationship piece is an easy way out. The more we're able to connect in with that karmic signature, the more we're going to find that explosion and excitement at the end of the week. And then finally, the King of Wands. If we can't find it through love, we're going to try and find it through drive. The King of Wands is going to try and light our fire and move us forward. He wants this rather than that reflection and balance. To hell with the whole rest and rejuvenation. Let's get going. Really connecting into your ego here, that's going to want to move forward on that prosperity piece, get going. Why are we slowing down? Why are we reflecting? This is not what we need to do. We need to embrace this fire and go. Should we embrace the King at the beginning of the week, what's going to happen? You're going to find this less explosive because you're going to burn yourself out and you're going to feel exhausted. All right, let's get to the middle of the week. Another jumper. What obstacle will my Libra friends face in the middle of the week? And that's the Five of Pentacles. That isolation and aloneness. The Five of Pentacles talks about feeling disconnected and isolated from your community, from that higher source. You feel alone. We need to rest and rejuvenate. Resting and rejuvenating is going to trigger many pieces within us. That's going to bring in those sads and sorrows, those feelings of disconnect, those feelings of isolation. Clearing our mind, returning back to the meditation, returning back to that self-care and self-love, acknowledging that energy and saying, yes, you know what, I do need to work on those pieces. However, right now I need to work on me because I know it's coming. Trusting in that universal energy. Trusting in that you will be able to connect in with others and connect in with that loving, unconditional energy of the universe. Now we do have multiples. I didn't mention this. We have the sixes, the cups, and the swords. In angel messages, when you have that multiple six, it's a time to balance your energies between your physical and spiritual worlds. The angels want to make sure that you understand balance is going to be your word this week. On to the end of the week. What obstacle will my Libra friends face at the end of the week. Okay. And that's the Knight of Pentacles. Knights are that adolescent energy that's full of go and getting things done. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is usually the one knight that isn't in action. He isn't in motion. The original knights drawn by Pamela Coleman Smith, the wands, the swords, and the cups, the horses are in movement. They are in action. Whereas in the Pentacles, that horse is standing still. He is steadfast because the Knight of Pentacles had worked so hard on the home front. And that's what the Knight of Pentacles stands for, is working on our home front. When this explosion happens, it's going to scare the ego, and the ego is going to embrace what you've done so far in working on ourselves, and your ego is going to go, oh, no, 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 we still need to do more of this. Why would we want to embrace this scary excitement? We can't be excited and play in this. We need to go back and work on and nurture ourselves more. Yeah. That's safer. Our lower vibrational self will do almost anything to slow us down and stop us in this progression. Acknowledging that, you know what, yeah, you will get back to that self-care and self-nurturing. However, we want to embrace and really enjoy this warm, excited, creative energy. All right, let's go on to the blessings. What blessing, got a jumper already, can my Libra friends embrace at the beginning of the week? Got a couple jumpers. Okay. The first card, the Deep Blue Dragon, keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. The Deep Blue Dragon can help clear out some of the cobwebs, those built up pieces. Can also help to clear out some of the stuff that Kuan Yin's Pink Dragon is trying to balance out for you. The Blue Dragon, he's a fire dragon, can help clear out those spaces at a very high vibration because it's a vibrational fire. With the Blue Dragon, jump the Pure White Dragon. Transforms your ascension knowledge to pure wisdom. Some of these pieces that you're going to be connecting into, some of those past experiences that you may have been sending out those lower vibrational energies or had caused that lower vibrational experience, will help with your ascension. It sounds crazy, but when we reflect on what has happened and being accountable for our role in that, so that we can learn, that knowledge that you're going to learn from that situation will turn into wisdom and will help guide you forward. All right, let's go into the middle of the week. What blessing can my Libra friends embrace in the middle of the week? The Alpha Dragon, harnessing the divine masculine power of creation. So we have a white dragon and a black dragon. That yin and yang is going to be key. Something that you may want to try in the middle of the week is doing a meditation on the yin yang symbol. Seeing how that helps you. Bringing that black and white symbol into the forefront of your brain and concentrating on it and seeing what information it shares with you. Because I'm not sure how much more the cards and the high vibrational beings can beat into us that balance is going to be important for you this week. We need to figure it out on that different level. That wisdom will come forward. And that wisdom is going to be different for everyone. All right, let's look at the end of the week. What blessing can my Libra friends embrace at the end of the week? Oh, what a beautiful support. The Orange Dragon brings soul families and communities together. Very, very much in combat of that Five of Pentacles, that feeling of isolation and aloneness. Embracing that Three of Cups, that energy of community and support and fun. The Orange Dragon will help you connect on many different levels. Bringing your astral family to you, bringing those passed on loved ones. All of this, again, will help raise your vibration, which will bring in those physical people on this plane. They will be attracted to you. Really defeating that isolation and aloneness that the middle of the week will bring up. Okay, let's see what other guidance we can offer. What further support and guidance can we share with my Libra friends for the week of January 5th through the 11th? Shocking, you guys got jumpers. The first batch, and I kind of find it very, there's something very satisfying about that thunk that a group of jumpers brings us when it hits the table. So the first card, the Three of Wands. It's an action card. Threes are all about expression and growth. That wand, that fire and passion. It may not feel like we're moving in the beginning to middle part of the week. However, when you set that intention, even the intention of having a nap or meditating, is movement towards that goal, is putting that energy in motion. Meditating is an action that creates change. It's not a very physical action. It is an action nonetheless. Even the simple task of having a nap and rejuvenating our physical body is an action, especially when you put that intention out, because you can set that intention that I'm going to have a nap today. And you know what? I would really like it if, the archangels can start to heal me as I'm sleeping, that they can send and give me that divine information that I need, that the Kuan Yin's pink dragon can come in and help really reset some of this karmic energy that I've put out there. Setting the intention really helps with making that task become action. And again, we add to our threes. So we've got the Three of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Empress. The angels are reminding us that something close to our heart needs to be expressed. Then we had the Four of Pentacles. Fours are about stability and structure. Pentacles about growth and abundance. The more we are able to work on ourselves, rejuvenate ourselves, the more you're going to find this end explosion being very lucrative for you. You're going to find this week very stabilizing because you're going to be reconnecting in and stabilizing your energies and balancing yourself, which in itself will help raise our vibration so we're able to manifest more things into our lives. However, we're looking at that big creative explosion at the end of the week, and that's going to help really set ourselves up for some great abundance in the near future. Now we do have double fours, so we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Emperor, the fourth card in the Major Arcana. When you're looking at that multiple four, the angels are telling you that this is a time to focus on grounding and building that foundation that you're going to need in the future. So again, that foundational support and, shockingly enough, that grounding. Then we've got the Wheel of Fortune, the 10th card in the Major Arcana. It's a shift card, a changing card. That evolutionary change that we'll be looking at over the next couple of years. You're looking at a slow, steady, progressive change, that evolution. Evolution does not happen in one day. And this is the evolution that you're taking. and you've got a lot of support in this evolution, whether it be through that physical being, your passed on loved ones, your guides, your guardians, those high vibrational beings, to help you overcome the challenges and resistance we have as a species to change. Then we had the Hierophant jump out. He's the 5th card in the Major Arcana, and he talks about that connection to the higher source. He's a gatekeeper. That connection in will give you the direction where you're going to be able to really kind of focus in this creative explosion at the end of the week. Now we do have multiple 5s. We have the 5th card in the Major Arcana, and then we have the 5th card in the Pentacles. In angel messages, when you're looking at that multiple 5, you're looking at a positive change coming your way, and that you should be excited about this new adventure. I know that can be hard because our ego likes to play havoc with that, and we don't like change as a species. However, this shift, like I said before, it's going to be baby steps, not a large shift all at once. And then finally, the Knight of Cups. Same adolescent, excited, exuberant energy of the Knight of Pentacles. However, we now have it in cup form. That connection into emotion and intuition. The Knight of Cups really gives action and movement to your reading. We've got a couple movement cards at the bottom here, but most of this was kind of like a piece where you're looking at right at that specific time. The Knight and the 3 working in conjunction will really give you that motion that you need to incorporating and embracing this shift and seeing those little steps going forward. Now we do have double Knights. Knights are the 12th card in the Minor Arcana. When you're looking at that multiple 12, the angels are telling you that this is a time of spiritual growth and awakening, and that you're going to have the abilities to manifest your dreams, which is very connected in to that last couple of days of the week. All right, let's end off on a blessing. What blessing can my Libra friends embrace for the week of January 5th through the 11th? Oh, what a beautiful dragon. The blue dragon prepares you to accept source healing. And that's kind of what we're looking at. That foundational piece. The more we're able to connect in and kind of balance out that karmic debt that we have, being able to nurture and connect in with ourselves so that we feel rested and rejuvenated, is going to help us really be able to accept that healing energy from the universe. And that's going to help not only in the weeks to come, but the years to come as well. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some direction and insight into what the week is going to hold for you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. As you can see here, my channel itself is going to continue to evolve and include some amazing additions that I'm bringing forward. The best way to stay connected is through subscribing to my channel and hitting that little red bell. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. And in some of the tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Libra friends.